I wouldn't consider myself normal. Everyone is unique. Everyone is different. What is normal? Describe it. Prove it is real. You will fail. It does not exist. My life I would definitely consider to be different, only because I am my own person. Just as you are your own, and to them their own. We are made in likeness of each other, but are not the same. I live my life solely, too different, but someone else may think I live too hastily. My name is I.N.D. Marifet. I live in a small apartment in downtown San Antonio, Texas, where I work in a small kiosk in the Rivers Center Mall, selling phone covers and accessories. Rather dull indeed. My usual hobby is watching people while I work. You know, trying to figure someone out just by watching them. It's rather entertaining at times. And it's a good way to pass the time on a slow day. Which is every day. On occasions, a person I've been watching for a while may come to my kiosk and look around. A perfect time to confirm my observations. I'd ask questions and start conversations. I'm never 100% correct, as you know. But I started to get better, until one day, I was watching this person, and something was different. This person, this woman, I guess you could say, didn't act normal. Very nervous, very careful about everything. And when she saw me, her eyes went wide and passed out on the spot. Everyone stopped and stared at her, and someone screamed. I didn't move. I didn't care. But I wondered what about me she had seen made her scared so much. The next day was gloomy and dark. A storm moving in. Very few people were in the mall that day. I was bored because I couldn't play my game. I looked around. My kiosk was separated from most other stores and kiosks, so I was alone as well as bored. I began to look for a person so I could play my game, but there was no one else around. I sighed and started to play with the accessories out of sheer boredom. A few minutes into playing with one of those covers with kickstands, I saw movement out of the corner of my eye. I looked and saw the same person as yesterday. She was pale, even more frightful than yesterday's event. I decided to go talk to her. What are you doing here? She jumped as I asked, and stared at me with fear in her eyes. Why are you so scared? I asked. Do I frighten you? She nodded and shivered with fear, and then responded, I can see you. Why are you here? You can't be real! Then she started to scream, and no longer made sense. So I grabbed her and proceeded to drag her to an alleyway behind the mall, and grabbed her by the neck to silence her. She struggled and fought, and drove a knife deep into my chest. I didn't even flinch. It only made the situation worse for her. She knew who I was, so she had to be removed. I smiled as life left her eyes, and her aura disappeared. I looked around carefully to see if there was any witnesses. No. I performed a flawless eradication of the spirit. Now for the body. I focused on the now limp figure and imagined her turning into dust. I felt her eradication should match her personality, so she disappeared into a cat. Scaredy cat. For you see, she knew I was different, and I couldn't let her live. My name is I.N.D. Marifet. I am different.